Hello, game show fans, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into a classic Jeopardy episode that aired on Christmas Day, December 25th, 2014. It was the quarterfinals of the Tournament of Champions, and the stakes were incredibly high. Let's revisit the intense competition between three formidable players, Arthur Chu, Julia Collins, and an underdog who captured everyone's attention, Ben Ingram. Going into this match, the expectations were sky high. Arthur Chu, known for his aggressive, game theory-driven strategy, was a player everyone was watching. Julia Collins was a dominant force, holding the record for the second longest winning streak in Jeopardy history at the time. And then there was Ben Ingram, a quiet but brilliant player from South Carolina, who many considered the dark horse in this powerhouse trio. The stage was set for a truly epic showdown. The Jeopardy round started off with some fascinating categories. We had U.S. presidents, toys and games, literary title characters. It's a gassy world. Double vowels, and next to each other. Right away, the players were firing on all cylinders. Julia kicked things off, getting the first clue in U.S. presidents, but Arthur wasn't far behind, quickly jumping around the board, hunting for those daily doubles as he was famous for. The first daily double was uncovered by Arthur under us. The round continued to be a tight race. Ben Ingram started to find his rhythm, especially in the toys and games category, showing his breadth of knowledge. Julia also put up a strong fight, answering correctly across several categories. By the end of the first round, the scores were incredibly close, setting the stage for an even more intense Double Jeopardy round. Arthur held a slight lead, but with Julia and Ben right on his heels, it was anyone's game. Now for Double Jeopardy, where the clues are worth more and the pressure mounts. The categories were the American Revolution, on the IT department, classical music, state your business, famous pairs, and from the Spanish. This round is where champions are truly made, and the board was filled with opportunities for a big comeback or a runaway lead. The players knew that finding the two daily doubles would be critical. The first daily double in this round went to Ben Ingram. The battle for control of the board was fierce. Arthur, Julia, and Ben were trading blows, with each player getting impressive clues correct. Julia showed her strength in literature and history, while Arthur continued to dominate in science and geography. But Ben was the story of this round, kept gaining momentum, and then he found it, the final daily double of the game, under classical music. This was the turning point. Ben had a chance to take a commanding lead going into Final Jeopardy. The pressure was immense. He wagered a significant amount. The clue was a tough one, requiring deep knowledge of a specific composer's work. The audience held its breath. Ben took a moment, then confidently gave the correct response. The studio erupted in applause. With that one answer, Ben had completely changed the dynamic of the game, surging ahead of both Arthur and Julia. As we headed into Final Jeopardy, the scores were a testament to the incredible game we had just witnessed. Ben Ingram had a substantial lead, sitting comfortably in first place. Arthur Chu was in second, still within striking distance if Ben stumbled. Julia Collins was in third, and while it would be tough for her to win, a correct answer and a strategic wager could still shake things up. The category for Final Jeopardy was the 20th century, a very broad category leaving everything on the line. The final clue was revealed. The 1938 play The Shoemaker's Holiday was the first production of this new company that Orson Welles co-founded. This is a challenging question, blending theater history and knowledge of famous figures. Each contestant had 30 seconds to write down their answer and their wager. The fate of the game and a spot in the semifinals rested on this one final clue. First, we saw Julia's response. Fortunately, she didn't get it right, and her wager took her score down. Next was Arthur Chu. He also struggled with the clue and answered incorrectly. His wager meant his final total would drop significantly, putting him out of contention for the win. It all came down to Ben Ingram. Did the man who fought his way to the top know the answer? We see his screen. Ben wrote down, "What is the Mercury Theater?" And it was correct. The audience cheered as Alex Trebek confirmed it. Ben Ingram, the underdog, had defeated two of the most dominant champions of the season. His strategic play, calm demeanor, and brilliant performance on the daily doubles secured him a decisive victory. It was a perfect example of why we love Jeopardy. Anything can happen, and a quiet, unassuming player can rise to the occasion and deliver a stunning upset. What a game. Ben Ingram's victory in this Christmas Day Classic was not just a win, it was a statement. He proved that you don't need to be the flashiest player to be the best. His journey through the rest of the Tournament of Champions is a story for another day. But this quarterfinal match remains one of the most memorable in the show's history. It had everything: brilliant players, high-stakes drama, and an unforgettable underdog triumph. Thanks for taking this trip down memory lane with me. It's always fun to look back at these incredible moments in game show history. What was your favorite part of this episode? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this recap, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into another classic TV moment. Till next time.